Hey everybody, I'm back, video 43. My name is Samantha. I'm a therapist and I am recording a video every day for a whole year to get over my fear of public speaking and just, refine my message more and more each day. I just recorded a 14-minute video with no sound and now my camera's at like 19% and my other battery for my camera is not charged up. So hot mess again on a stick. Hot mess on a stick again. So I'm gonna, hopefully, the video was so good. So I'm gonna try to recreate it again. So yes, I got an awesome subscriber that commented. So I wanna read the comment. And I also wanted to thank you guys again. I hit 250 subs. So I'm super excited about that milestone. So thank you all for all of your support. I appreciate each and every one of you every single day. And I hope I can keep helping you. And yeah, I'm learning a lot from all this. And learning a lot from you all too. I really appreciate all the comments and questions and emails I get. So this one was kind of pinging off a couple days ago. And I'm gonna have to do a shortened version of this. I might have to do another video tomorrow, but I'm just trying to get something out today. So this was talking about abuse that we had just talked about a couple days ago. And this person said, I was thinking about this a little bit more. I guess the reason I still hold on to resentment is because of the abuse. The entire trajectory of my life changed for the worse. My father's advice led me down paths where I didn't act my best and had addictions, which ended my marriage. I feel I would have been a husband with children today, but because of my father's abuse, I am not. I'm not sure your story, but maybe you are able to forgive because you are content with where you are at. And it didn't mess up anything for you in the sense that you would be in the same place you are today anyway. So that was kind of the comment and question. I definitely did not have an easy life at all. I had lots of self-worth issues. That was the main thing that I've struggled with my whole life was my self-worth. And it's taken me my whole life to build it, because it was brought down by so many people, or I allowed them to bring it down. That's the thing. So when you're a kid and you're being abused, you're trained to survive that environment. And so it gives you skills that you wouldn't have otherwise learned. That's the way I'm looking at it now. It's all in how we reframe. And this video is going to be so different from the other, I can already tell. I dropped some gems in the last one. I'm not going to be able to remember them all. But abuse, when it happens, it creates neural pathways in our brains that create a certain meaning for the event. And it turns on different genes. It turns on different, chemicals through the body rush through when we have, basically when we're in danger, our body thinks it's in danger, which it really can be sometimes, whether it's real or imagined. So it turns on the nervous system and gets it going. And so we have to learn how to kind of calm that throughout life. And by the time we leave our parents' house, we're pretty much addicted to that cortisol level. We've tolerated all this chaos for so long that we kind of recreate it in our marriages and in life. And so, I was married before for 8 years. And then when I was 31, we got a divorce, and you couldn't pay me $1 billion to believe I wouldn't be a mommy by now. So I wanted 2 kids at 27 and 29. That's what I wanted. And then at 31, I'm divorced with no kids and like cats. I have 3 cats. I had many opportunities to get married and have children during those years. And I just knew that those people weren't right for me. I just knew they weren't, and they weren't. I was right about it. And so I think that I'm not content with my life. I'm in joy in my life. And I've cultivated that. I've created that. That isn't handed to us. It's created from within us. We have to generate it day to day. We have to do it on purpose. You have to feel on purpose with intention. You have to live your life with intention. Otherwise, we let the past take over us. And we're addicted to feeling that way. So we have to become addicted to thinking a better way, because every time we're remembering resentment, our body feels it again. We're just practicing and rehearsing the feeling of resentment every time we think about the past in any sort of way. So I like to switch it over here where I'm practicing and cultivating joy and excitement and passion. I love to feel joyous. I love to feel excited. I love to feel passionate. I love all those feelings. And I never knew what those even meant back in the day, really. I mean, I've always been an enthusiastic, happy person at a baseline. But I had a lot of things happen, especially in relationships, that really brought me down into despair. Family and relationships. I was just like the worst. And so I've always loved my jobs that I've had, and I love my career now, and I love my my business, and I love it. It's great. But you have to really be very conscious of what you're feeling day to day. You have to be conscious of it. And I believe that everything is relevant for us that we've been through. Everything that is happening right now is relevant. It's showing us, hey, we need to learn something here. And until we internalize that wisdom, it's going to keep showing up. Different places, different faces, but it's the same feeling. It's the same us. That's why there's no one to change but self. We've got to generate the feelings from inside ourselves. And that's where the magic happens. So I probably need to let this go in just a second. I had way more to say, but also we need to relax our minds too. And that's another thing I have in my notes. I have so many things I want to share, but sometimes before we practice forgiveness, we need to relax our mind and body. Sometimes we can't hear to practice forgiveness or to practice a good feeling because we're so amped up. So we need to kind of relax the body. That's why I put these meditations. I call them meditations, but it's meditation music, I guess is what it is. It's just music. And you put one of those on or anything that makes you relax, and it just automatically relaxes your mind and body. And then you can think more clearly to where you're able to hear a different subject, because when you're in a mental state of some sort, you can only receive what matches that mental state. So you want to create a different mental state to where you can actually hear, oh, wow, I can feel joy. Because when you're depressed or angry or in resentment, you're in that. So having somebody come along and say, well, just think a happy thought. F you, no, I'm in a bad mood and I want to stay there, and that's kind of where we are. And so it's like you got to just choose, how you want to feel. You have to, because you're the only one that's creating your life. You got to quit overthinking, underthink, let and allow things to come in. Surrender to the control that you think you have, like trying to control everything and, like being a control freak. And we surrender to the control we already do actually have, which is when you let go and calm yourself. That's when things start to become allowed in. Because if you're not allowing, you're resisting. So take that in. If you're not allowing, you're resisting. So releasing resistance means 1% feeling a little bit better. Your only job and your main goal in life is to feel good. And you only can generate that from within first. The outside world will reflect it. And that's like the icing on your cake. You don't need the icing. I love icing. I want the icing. But I can have cake without it and still enjoy the cake too. So that's what I'll leave you with today before my camera dies and I'm not able to say bye. So you all take care. I'll be back tomorrow with some other gem of some sort, hopefully that helps you. And I might dig a little deeper into this, but if you have anything to add, please do, and I'll address it tomorrow. So you guys take care. I love you all and have a great night or morning, whatever time it is. I'll see you later.